a lot from this program, man.
Yes, sir.
Experience, non-experience, intermediate,
Life
advanced
experience,
life
chop.
experience.
Turn it up, man. All the way up, man.
What's going on, Bully fam? It's your boy, the educator, the scientist, Mr. Double Muscle Line Bulls, bringing you another episode of Breeders' Hacks.
So, Sandra, when you first heard that we were going to, the Breeders' Hacks was doing a course, what did you think?
What did I think? I thought it's about damn time.
Yeah, we on the road right now. As we was talking inside the house, I'm gonna take you guys real quick to kind of like where it all started. Like, before I was able to get my house and I was making, significant money off of dogs and the products and dog breeding and whatnot. I had aspirations of being a dog breeder living in this trailer. I was there for a couple of years, and the goal was for me and my wife, people made fun of us and said, they joked around, called us 8 Mile, all this nonsense, but it was one of those things that we had a vision to save our money up, be able to get our own house and be able to dog breed and, do what we love full time. So ultimately, that's what ended up happening. And then those same people who made fun of us now look at us. Let's just say they talk to us nice. You know what I'm saying? The case may be, to me, this is almost like a dream come true in a sense. We're think about it like this, guys. We're educating not just people here, but people all over the world. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be for people all over the world, giving them real dog breeding information and knowledge at a level that I really don't think here in this country anyone's really kind of seen. Yeah. So it's just just soak that in for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Part, yeah. Like I said, something like this has not been done. Mm-hmm. At least not on the level that we're doing. So like I said, just take it in for a minute and then let's get to work. Yeah, man. I mean, it was just what ended up happening was I gave the trailer to my pops because he allowed me to have the trailer on his property during the time being, when we was living in it. So, but I mean, it was not easy, man. I mean, we had instances where we'd run out of hot water, get cold, the water would freeze.
So was there no room at Pops' house and that's why the trailer came into play, or was it you guys wanted to be more feeling like you guys were on your own, wanted to feel the struggle? What was it? It
was more of it was a little bit of both. We wanted to be on our own, as well as there was tensions between me and my pops to a degree where and more so his spouse and things like that, and it was he did me the favor of letting me be on the property, but don't ask for nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just made me tougher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It made me stronger. So, and I mean, me and him got a great relationship now, and it just helped mold me into being more of a man and doing my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, like I said, we bought the trailer, parked it on his property, and we stacked our money. And it was supposed to be 5 years, but after all the struggle with the cold water and all the nonsense, we winded up doing it in 2 years. Especially the dog program started to pick up, things like that. And
really? So that was a 5-year plan?
Yeah, 5 years, and we did it in 2 years. And I mean, like I said, a large portion of it was because of what I was doing, promoting the information and stuff like that with the dogs.
It's open. We got another 2 of them in here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
So, all right. So
Day one.
Day one.
That's it.
Wow. It was
It's a wrap.
It was epic. I mean, I gotta say, there's really no replacement. There's really no replacement with getting that teaching like that. Someone who understands it well enough and can give it to you step by step on how to learn, how how to do whatever it may be, especially when it comes to dog breeding. That was really amazing to see people's faces light up. You know, when they're like having those aha moments. Like there was someone who had the testimonial, and she said that she's like been breeding for 2 years, and she finally made all these mental connections. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, I see Angel do this all the time, and now it makes sense.
yeah.
Now I put 2 and 2 together because it was explained the way it needed to be explained.
Yeah, like, I mean, wow. I feel like this is something like I was born to do this. What's going on with that? How you doing? Dogs, like.
Well, it's just like whenever any your kids come to you, they come with you, you think they're gonna start a hobby. You know? And okay, we're gonna do the dog thing now. We're gonna go through that motion because a lot of people like to get dogs and then they're cute at first, cuddly, and the next thing you want to know, they're in the corner somewhere, and I gotta take them for a walk. Well, it didn't happen in this case. You know, it started that you started taking it serious and traveling places and finding information about the dogs, and I'm like, okay, he's staying focused with this. So, but I never still thought you were gonna make any money. I still thought you were just gonna actually be playing with it. You know? It's gonna be something that you love to do.
Yeah.
But I'm amazed what it turned into from what it just a dream, you know.
Yeah.
And one visit, taking a look at dogs, and it just you was your
Like, I think for me, it's like the way I was taught. I was fortunate enough to have a mentor to teach me, you know, like exactly in that same format and setting.
A little
that
harsher.
took place today. A little harsher.
A little harsher. Shout out to you, Mark. Love you.
But I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a mentor and be able to hold my hand through the process. So to be able to give that back to the people, whether it's through in person or whether it's online or whatever the case may be, like to me, that's priceless. To be able to take what was given to me and pay it forward, like it was just amazing. And seeing the faces on those people today, and I'm sure they're gonna take the information and pay it forward as well. Like I said, just the feeling of doing that I loved every second of it. I felt like I said, I felt like that was something I was born to do. So I mean, like Patty was asking me if this is something that I would want to do moving forward. And I told him, I said, you know, I like the YouTube thing. I like what I'm doing. I'll let you know after the course. And honestly, after today, it made me say, like, this is definitely something we're going to be offering more. Like I said, I cannot wait for the online course as well. This is just something that's going to continue to grow as, I believe, as like a brand and set some kind of standard, some sort of education that breeders can look towards and say, you know what, like, if you are accredited through this education, you're legit. Like you know your stuff. Like it just amazes me because, like I said, like when I started out, I was telling these people, I'm like, the education that they were getting took me years to acquire, and they got it in a course.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So what was your final, like, what'd you think about the whole thing?
I like the chaos to an extent. Listen, I was wrestling dogs. Dogs are running away from me. Wilson and Ant, poor guys, they were listening to me on the phone, yelling for help on the headset, help me, SOS.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. Listen, seeing people, because they love what they're doing and want to learn it, you're investing in yourself at the end of the day and your kennel and your dogs. So it's like, why not take that education and get that education and want to do more? So seeing, like you said, those aha moments, it was one of those where it was like, wow.
For me, like the last thing I'll just say is like, just exactly like what I said before we started the course, like when we all huddled up, me, you, Wilson, Aunt, Patty, and I was just like, let's just take in this moment. Like we're doing something that, at least to my knowledge, has not been done, and definitely not at this level. So I'm just like, we're kind of like the pioneers in this, and it's really gonna change the game, impact the world in giving a standard for education for breeders. So to me, it was just like, even now, I'm just taking in the moment, like, this was just a whole day. Like, we got everything shot. It worked out. Everything went well. Like, I can't ask for no more. So super excited for what the future has in store. And I'm hungry. Let's go get food or something.
Real
I'm like a YouTuber, so it's
Yeah.
like I used to. I don't know. My pops told you I used
You
to
live in here. I know.
Yeah.
I know the deal.
You can come in.
Come on, man.
Alright, thank
Sorry,
you.
it's filthy.
Nah, don't worry about it. My house is filthy.
I'm like, I literally do everything.
Nah,
on
don't
the
worry
table.
about it. I'll take my.
You don't take yourself.
Don't worry about it. Oh my God, this is crazy. Not the mess, just like me. Like I used
I'm
to.
sure you used to live in here.
Yeah, this is. Oh my God.
Like, you might not want to go in the bathroom.
That's all right.
Not the most pleasant bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Crash
know.
the shaft up against the wall.
Yep. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I lived in here for like 2 years.
Yeah, man, I've been here for almost 2 years too.
Wow. So yeah, we me and my wife, like we saved our money up and we went and just bought our house and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a house, but divorced. And,
Yeah.
Staying here while I save my money.
Yeah. Hey. Why not?
Yeah, I'm like,
Wow. This is like
virtually-
memories. Sit down.
You're gonna have to say no to laying in bed.
That's right. Oh my God.
So real?
Yeah, it's been years.
Does it bring back the memories of like?
Because if he's been here for at least 2 years,
It'll be 2 years in August.
2 years in August. Wow. Yeah. See, and this is my first time back here. Wow.
Yeah, because I haven't seen you back here.
Yeah. Holy cow. This is like surreal.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories. Wow, that's crazy. Like even I remember we used to sometimes with in the winter the pipes would freeze.
Yes.
And then
I learned to let it drip. I'm like, you have to let it drip.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Literally from the start of the winter to
Yep.
the end of the winter, that is dripping in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you have
I'm like,
to.
I had the first winter that I was here. Your dad didn't tell me that or anything, so I found that out the hard way with a snowstorm, and literally the pipes they did not defreeze for like 2 weeks, dude. There was one. Dad was gonna put me up in a hotel one night, and I was like, I said, forget it. I'm like, I'll go shower at my sister's, and I'll just come back here. But I'm like, only freezing cold water would come out of the sink and stuff. I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah. Oh man, wow.
The only thing that sucks is the propane.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
other
true.
than that,
But it does get hot in here fast though.
It does.
It does get hot in here fast.
dude, as soon as you turn it up, it's like,
Yeah.
So,
Wow, this is I just wanted to like come in here real quick and
yeah, you and your wife slept in that room together.
we were in here with 2 full-size dogs. Like I'm talking about pit bulls.
Oh,
like
I have a dog this big.
yeah, no, like I'm talking about like 65-pound pit bulls in here.
Dude, how did you guys both live in here without killing each other?
Oh, we were ready to.
I'm sure.
Like yeah, I mean it was a little rough. Like we would take we just said screw it. Like we would go to the gym, take showers, gave you an excuse to go to the gym, stuff
take
like
a
that.
big shower.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean you know what? Like at the end of the day, like at the time we were like, hey, you know what? It's inexpensive.
Yeah.
And it's ours, and
Dude,
we can save our money. You know.
Long Island. I'm like,
So we're probably one of the most expensive places other than like California
yep.
to live.
So you need to be a dual income family to live here.
Yeah.
To buy a house here or anything
Exactly.
like that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Even to save for a house.
Yep.
I mean, how if the rent is what a mortgage is?
Well, yeah, a 1-bedroom apartment costs you $2,300. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Exactly.
You know, and then you add in the utilities and crap. You're like, shit, I could have a mortgage payment for that.
Yep. Exactly.
It's insane.
So, wow. This is. What do you think, Ant? Crazy, right? But stuff like this keeps you humble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you could easily like we were talking about, man. You could easily get lost in the success, but that's like stuff like this keeps you humble. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Trust me, I never thought I'd be back in a place like this again. You know, and I'm like, shit, man, things happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And you gotta roll with it. And,
Of course, 100%,
you
100%.
know.
Wow.
What town are you living now?
I live in Ronkonkoma.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just like next one over. You know.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Your dad said you got a nice place now.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, like I said, we saved our money up and stuff like that, and just worked hard, and the right things happened. You know.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, this played a large part. Being able to save our money, like
Yeah.
being here, really played a large
Sure.
part, you know.
Dude, your dad's a great guy, man. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, he told me that he let you guys live in here and whatnot. I'm like, I
Yeah.
wish my parents would have let me do
Yeah.
stuff like that. They were like, get the fuck out.
Like for me, it was like one of those things. Yet again, it was rough. It was rough, you know. But at the same time, that's why like I had bought this trailer, so when we left to go move to my house, I gave it to him.
Oh,
So-
you bought this trailer?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
okay.
gave it to him afterwards as like a thank you for allowing me to save my money up and whatnot, you know.
That's nice of you.
So
Oh,
yeah,
because he didn't charge you to be here.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So exactly.
That's all you could ask for.
Yeah.
Parent, man.
So anyway, yeah, I don't want to invade too much, but yeah, this is thank you for letting us come in.
No problem, man. You want to look at anything else? Feel free.
I remember that tiny fridge.
Any fridge sucks. When you were in here, did the entire fucking thing freeze like this?
Oh no!
Because that's what happens to me.
Wow.
And I'm like, I don't know what the deal is with it,
I
but
see the freezer. Oh my god, memories.
I'm like smashed everying in there.
Oh my god, it looks so familiar.
Smashed everything in there. I'm
Oh
like, dude,
man. This is small. You want to see it? You take a look.
go
At
take a look, bro.
Take a look.
This shit, you should see
Me
it.
and my wife were sharing this bathroom.
I'm like, you should see that bathroom. I'm like, dude, I had to start putting tape in the tub.
Oh
because
my
it's all
God.
cracked
Yeah.
and stuff.
This was like there was no getting freaky or nothing. That's just you. Yeah, you're just going in there and you just you shower in a beetle position or something.
Hope somehow you fit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, thank you very much
Yeah,
for
bro.
having us, man.
No problem.
And
Anytime.
so I'll just give you guys the configuration real quick so you guys can see. Like, there was a bed. There's a bed there.
You can go shoot the bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bed there. Obviously, this was your like kitchen, and then back there was like bunk beds, but they really weren't like anything functional. So we just used it as like a closet. Is that kind of what you have?
That's
it for?
what I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
my,
it's like a closet.
my clothes are all over the beds.
Yeah, and that's about it. This would turn into a bed if you needed to or whatever, but that's about it. It's very minimalistic.
It is. It reminds me of a tiny house.
Yeah, it is exactly what it is. It's like a tiny house, you know.
So
So yeah, thank you for having us, man. All right.
anytime.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is the other half of the story is right when we were ready to leave the trailer, right? So basically we got into contract on a house. So anybody who knows who's ever purchased a house, when you go into contract, it can take months before you actually get into the house. When we first got into contract, I didn't know that. So I told my father, I'm like, yeah, I'm in contract, we're gonna get this house. And I was like in the back of my head, like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So anyway, so he was like, all right, well, if you're getting a crib, like I have someone who wants to rent the trailer, so you could stay in the extension of my house just for the meantime, because you ain't gonna be there that long.
Yeah.
So this room right here was his extension. It wasn't done. It wasn't like none of this. Like it was plywood. It was plywood and sheetrock. And that was it. Nothing else. Plywood and sheetrock. It wasn't even. I don't even think it was painted. And no hardwood floors, none of that. So it would be extremely cold in here. And I don't even think the HVAC was set up in here. So, like I said, electric blankets were our friends. But here's the problem: when we were in contract for that house, the people that were in it were squatters. They didn't want to move. So basically, we wound up staying in here for like another 8 months. And we were, you want to talk about the trailer was bad? Like this was bad because, like I said, like at least in the trailer, like it was ours and stuff. It was like I had my siblings coming in and out. We had no privacy. Like the dogs, like we had an air mattress. No, I'm sorry. We had my wife's mattress and we threw it on the floor. And literally, like the two dogs would just sleep on the bed with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I remember, I'll never forget this one night. Like my wife was just crying because it was like, she's like, "What have we done?" In a sense, like look at where we're at.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to now, it's like, look at the life that we kind of have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not super rich or anything like that, but we have a really comfortable life. So it's just like shit like this just humbles you. You know what I'm saying? And I would never want to come back to that. But yeah, it was crazy, man. So after the 8 months, we found another house and we moved into it and just kept running up
People
from
know.
there, but it was crazy, man. Like I said, this shit.
No, I believe you, man. Like
You know?
that would have been tough.
Yeah,
Like
man.
real tough.
Yo,
Like,
and then I
just
had so much pressure on myself because my wife's family was like, "Why are you living like that?" You know what I'm saying? And questioning my judgment and my character and things like that. And she just trusted.
she put
The
all
key
trust
thing
in
was
you.
she trusted me. You know what I'm saying? She trusted me. So I knew in my heart that I had to prove like her right. You know what I'm saying? I had to be
You
successful
had
so
you
that.
had to prove you were doing it for her. Like you weren't just doing it because you
Yeah,
crazy. No,
right.
like
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
you weren't putting her at risk or nothing. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
especially when you put it to like family. Like when family put it in your face, I know that
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
be
They're like, why?
irritating.
Like, yeah.
Like why are
Exactly.
you telling her that? Like she
Yep.
put the trust on me. Like don't
Yep.
try to discourage her. Like
Exactly.
and she
Yep.
put that trust in you, and that's big.
And that's why even to this day, that's why I do anything now, even if I don't ask for her permission, but she trusts my
She trusts you.
judgment
You just
because I mean, look,
it's real.
like yeah, you know. What
It
I'm
got
saying?
you here.
So exactly. So like I said, it's it's crazy, man.
Hell of a story, man.
But yeah, let's go. So what's going on, everybody? So this is Angel British Hacks. We came over here to my pop's house real quick. Wanted to show Wilson and the guys like the trailer and stuff like that where I used to live in and stuff, and just kind of talk about how it all, I guess you could say, kind of started from my family's point of perspective. So what was your thoughts when I first got into the whole dog thing?
Well, like I said, like anything, you went through different phases. Iguanas, snakes,
Yeah,
spiders.
people don't know that. Like I used to
know.
breed, like I used to try to breed like reptiles and other.
That was his thing.
Yeah.
And but I gotta tell you a quick story though. I think what cured him of the iguana is he was feeding the iguana one time and he was giving him like chicken. And the chicken I actually got salmonella and he got the salmonella.
Yeah.
He was cured after that. No more of that after that. He was done. He got really bad because he never got sick like that.
Yeah.
It was interesting. But then he got into the dog thing. So I thought that was going to be another just phase that he was going through. But no matter what happened, he still kept on doing the dog thing. Through everything that he went through, he kept on doing the dog thing. So I'm like, oh, he might be a little serious about this thing. But it's going to be still something that he's going to be at his house, taking care of dogs. A hobby. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever discouraged you. I just never pushed the issue.
Never took it serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take it serious.
Yeah, it was
like
if you played like a local hockey team or something like
exactly,
that.
exactly. But I mean, and now from where the struggle was, and I'm getting married, having me a grandson. I can't be more excited, and I cannot be more proud of my son. He's just one out of my other son. I'm proud of my other son. My other son. But Angel has paved the way. He paved the way. He set the bar high. And I can't even say enough about how I feel him even as a young man. I think an example for a lot of young men today, and it can be done. He'll tell you, I don't think he feel like there's anything special. It was just that you just felt you needed to do what you needed to do, and you set your mind to it. And
definitely, just like staying true to yourself over everything and over everybody. Like, it was just something about me. It's like we were saying, like I bleed dog breeding. No matter what I did, I couldn't stray away from it. No matter what I had going on, and it was just like, well, I see other people making a living doing this. Why can't I be one of those people? Like, what makes them so special? Why can't I have a certain type of life? Like, I'm willing to put in the work and effort to have it. So why shouldn't I deserve it if I'm willing to put in the work? So that's really what it kind of came down to. And then especially like the little bits of success that led up to it. Like, for example, doing that business with one of my sisters, Jada, and doing a t-shirt thing with her. And we proved that we could build a company off of just white t-shirts and some lettering over it. We put an amazing message behind it,
right.
But we showed proof of concept that it could be done. So just like little success and little victories like that made me start to believe like, why can't I live the life I want, if I'm willing to put the work in? You know, so
Well,
but
you've definitely proven that. You know, there's no question about that. That you know, it ain't. I know it's a lot of work that people don't see,
yeah,
but you have to be a good boss to yourself. I think that's
yeah,
the hardest thing that people find hard to have to be up 1 o'clock in the morning, be up 2 o'clock in the morning, doing what you need to do. When a job, you can just go there and get your paycheck,
it's
and that's
almost
it.
easier. Yeah,
It's for
almost
some people
easier
it
than
is
that.
easy, and that's okay. That
Yeah,
is okay. Some
I ain't
people
knocking about
need
it.
that. That's okay for them.
Yep,
But
yep,
for
yep.
those people that want something more than that,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're gonna have to do something more. You know, do
yeah,
what most people are not willing to do, and you'll be successful.
definitely, definitely. And I mean, it's like, I guess my question to you is like, so you if you had any did you have any idea that you think it would be like to this magnitude that like when did it hit you that the dog breeding was like, oh wow, like Angel's actually like this is kind of big now.
Well, you really want me to answer that one? I'll answer that one. Okay, I'll answer that one. Well, you remember before we went to Cali, just happened to go to Cali. My dad and my brothers in Cali. I was a little nervous. I don't remember how old you were at that time. Were you 18, 19?
uh,
I'm not exactly
Probably not,
sure.
yeah.
Took a trip out because I was concerned because Angel didn't really want anything. You know, his mind wasn't set on anything at all. Cars, cars always motivated me. It's always been a car thing, you know. So I want the meanest, the nicest, the fastest car, and he didn't have that desire. So took him to California. We had a conversation with my dad and my brother. We all sat down as men and had a conversation. Something, I don't know what it was, but something after that conversation, Angel had a little fire behind him. And then he wanted cars, got into the cars things. I was like, okay, this is going to work. And then I always knew everything you put your mind to, you were capable of doing. But you have to put your mind to it. You have to want to do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to push you to do it because you had to want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's just something that just came up overnight that I just felt that some people have that desire inside them, have that fire inside them, and the work ethic.
Yeah.
If you don't have the work ethic, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
You can have all the wants in the world without the work ethic.
So all right, so I got another one.
Okay,
Let's
wow.
share with them. Let's share with them the
Oh, we
conversation.
sharing now, wow.
So what was your thoughts when I quit my job?
I was scared as hell. I'm like, I'm gonna pay another mortgage. You know, I gotta make sure they are good, you know. And he didn't need me for anything. He handled all his business. He did what he needed to do. He picked the right timing. He said, Dad, I'm gonna leave my job. And I said, Angel, are you sure that's what you want to do? You know, because he had a decent job, making decent money.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah. He says, I'm losing money by being at work. I said, do what you got to do. I said, no better time. If he had to do it, I knew I was also there for him. He didn't have to worry about that. But he wasn't worried about me. He did his thing. He wasn't about me. He did his thing. You know, so that was a scary time, though. It was. I had to tell you, I was like, oof, you know.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, what are your thoughts as far as like for the future, what you see as far as with the dog breeding, as far as like with me, with what you got going on, stuff like that? Like, what are your thoughts with everything going on?
well, I see the family elevated extremely, extremely another level. Not just financially, but just mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see how it filters down to everyone else. You can't help but to be touched by what's going on and seeing and being a part of it and being around it.
It's like contagious.
It's very contagious. It's very contagious. It's just like dressing.
Yeah.
Youngest son, dress. It's contagious. It really is. How do you want people to perceive you, see you, you know?
I tried to tell him. He's like, Angel, you gotta start wearing some rough wear. And I'm like, I pick up dog shit for a living. What I'm gonna do that in a polo?
It's exciting. I'm looking forward to the future. I really am. I'm looking forward to the future, and I keep an eye on what's going on with Angel all the time. He sends me, he keeps me abreast. Even if I'm not there, I'm retiring in a couple of years, so hopefully I have more free time to be with them, to travel with them, and do some of the things that they're doing.
All right, last thing, right? So what was your thoughts, because this is what this whole trip has been around.
Okay.
What was your thoughts when Sandra called you and FaceTimed you and you saw me educating the class of people from all over the
Wow,
world?
why are you gonna go there? Why are you gonna go there? You know what I mean? I gotta be honest with you. I kind of teared up a little bit because to see your son running a class like that and in his own element, it was like amazing. it was really, really amazing. You know what I mean? So you remember, as you get older, you live through your children. And when your children are successful, you're successful. You know what I mean? So to me, it was awesome. It was really awesome. And I'm glad that's what I love about Sandra, man.
Yeah.
She shares all those moments, and even with my grandson, you know what I mean? I don't miss anything. You know, I don't miss anything, but it's great.
That was awesome. So so anyway, guys, we're gonna take you guys now for Wilson. Wilson to see the trailer and stuff like that. We got a lot more stuff to do, but I mean, I think those are really
Thanks
cool
for coming,
parts
guys.
in the vlog.
I really appreciate it. You know, and looking forward to seeing you guys in Cali. And I guess we'll pick it up from there.
All right. So
How important is it to have your wife be a part of the business?
Oh my God! Like,
Give me my flowers.
extremely, like, I'll give credit where credit's due. Like, because you can only do yet so much yourself. You can only do yet so much yourself. Having a partner that really is not only supportive but actually gets hands on. I mean, she gets in the trenches with me. She'll go in the garage with me, in the dog's room with me, and clean up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, to have something like that, that's the only way you can get to the next level, is having somebody in your corner helping you. So she's tremendously important. She's just as important as I am to Breeders' Hacks, because she makes sure, like you saw the packages when we first got here, she makes sure she handles all the orders, all majority of the customer service, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? She makes it possible, as well as allows me to worry about growing the business at the same time. So definitely, I mean, yeah, it's super extremely important if you want to take your business to the next level. You know.
Now,
Lastly, your final thoughts over the entire experience, and what you see for the future.
My final thoughts. So, I'm really happy with how this weekend went. It seemed as if all those students were also extremely happy with the investment that they did. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better team. If it wasn't for every single person who was helping get this thing going, and while it was happening, it wouldn't have happened correctly, or it wouldn't even have happened, period. So thank you to every single person, the Exotic Network, No Days Off, Megan from Lioness Whelping, Patty, and my amazing husband, Angel. And shout out to everyone that helped us babysitting and dealing with their dogs.
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing that they did in the studio. Usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you really rooting for? Like a kid that had bad from January to November. It's just too cold. Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what?
hold on. This is no. Oh, he's serious right now.
Can't make this type shit up though.
It wasn't me.
She said,
She
walk me to my car.
This one
Walked
over here.
into a car, got supplies. I'm being a nice guy. You know, I'm taking upstairs.
Yep. Boom.
Where you
Boom.
park at, man? I parked upstairs. Where? At the tippy top.
Oh my God.
How far? Hold on. Wait. It gets worse. It gets worse. I'm upset. She says, tippy top. All right, let's do this. Is it? No, they here. Let's go. Next floor. No, they here. Let's go. No, they here. Am I going crazy? I can't find my car. I'm like, okay. No, it's here, man. Relax. We got this. Go next. So we on the 6th floor. The 6th goddamn floor. Wait. No. Wait, listen. We took the damn steps.
Wait.
The steps. You know what happened after that? We walk into the 6th floor. Turns out nobody walks on the fucking 6th floor. There's not a fucking car in sight. So if there's no cars on the 6th, there's no cars on the 7th floor. So I said, man, we gotta go downstairs. All right, we about face. She popped out on that floor. All right, not there. 6, not there. 5, not there. 4, not there. 3, not there. We get to the 2nd floor.
No.
We get to the goddamn 2nd floor. She hits the alarm on the car.
You got second hand smoke.
Wait. Did you ever find out? You realized that it was at the end. I ain't just shit. You think I thought I was gonna walk to the 6th floor? Would you have thought to think that we was gonna walk to the 6th floor and we walked to the car? Because I'm not gonna expect you to pull your car on your fucking 6th floor.